Good morning, tribe. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Coach Lizzie. It's been a while since I've done a video in my car, so I want to give you all a little bit of my time this morning. I hope you all are thriving. I hope you all are doing well. God bless you. I hope you all are taking care of yourself as usual, because remember, self-care is the best care. I want to drop a quick video this morning about when you were with the narcissist, how you found yourself apologizing for everything when you know it was not your fault. And then once you apologize for it, the narcissist would turn around and throw it back up in your face and accuse you of the very thing that you were apologizing for, that you know you did not do. And they know you didn't do it either. And so with that being said, you know, when we're with the narcissist, you have to remember, they love drama. They love arguments. They like tension. They like disorder, because they are disordered. They like when things are out of place. They don't like when things are happy and things are going well. They always got to cause some kind of drama, because their lives are just so confused and so congested with evil that they don't even know what good is. You have to remember, the narcissists they lack compassion, empathy, love, things in that area. They don't self-reflect. They project everything onto you. Got to remember, they got to be so perfect. They grandiose. They think that the world revolves around them, and if there's any issues or problems in the relationship, it's always you. Matter of fact, it's always them, basically, because they are the toxic person. Now, we're not saying that we're perfect people in a relationship and we don't make mistakes. We do make mistakes, because humans make mistakes. But when you're dealing with a demonic being that's not basically human, then you can understand and know that it wasn't your fault. These people are very controlling. They very manipulative, and they are masters at manipulation. And they will make you think that you're crazy, something's wrong with you. They'll make you think that every argument, every situation in a relationship is all your fault, when they know that they're doing this stuff to you, but they're trying to manipulate you by gaslighting you. And after a while, you have that constant dissonance, and then you have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, dealing with these people. You start questioning yourself and thinking something's wrong with you. You start thinking that, well, did I really say that, or is this person right, or is something wrong with me? That is actually what they're doing to you. And so when you're in an argument with the narcissist, or you having a disagreement with the narcissist, or you know it's something that's come up in a relationship that you don't like or you don't agree with, and you try to go and talk to them about a certain thing, they will turn that situation around. They'll turn that conversation around right on you, and then you will start feeling like, well, it's all your fault and you're the problem and you're the one need to be fixed. They will never own up to responsibility. They will always project. They will always turn everything around on you. And you never, ever finish a conversation with a narcissist. You never finish a conversation. Even if you're having a conversation about the marriage, the relationship, or just anything in general that has to do with the narcissist, you're never going to finish that conversation. Never. It always end up being something that's is never finished, never resolved. And you end up, how did everything turn on me? How did we get here? How did everything turn on me? How did the narcissist do this? They do it every time. And that's why they never fix the relationship. And you always take responsibility for everything that happens in the relationship or the marriage. And then you start to say, well, I'm sorry, I apologize, it's my fault. That's exactly what they want you to hear. They want you to say it's your fault. They manipulate you to make you feel guilty, to make you feel that everything is your fault, that you have them walking on eggshells, and you're the one causing the turbulence in the relationship, and you're the one always starting arguments. And a narcissist say that you start arguments when you want to sit down and have an honest conversation, adult conversation with them. They look at it as you're picking on them. They look at it as you're raising your voice. Your tone of voice is bothering them, and these are all excuses that the baby use. We call them babies. They're baby. They're undeveloped adults. They are whiners. They are projectors. They never own up to their responsibility. And every time you sit down and have a conversation with these people, you never seem to resolve any situation. And every time you go to them and tell them that you want to talk to them about something, they say you're picking on them. You always causing arguments. You're the problem in the marriage. Why come you just can't see leave things alone and understand that, you know, they love you and they care for you, but things don't seem to be working out because you're always the problem. You always want to bring up stuff. But what it is that you're bringing up how they're treating you. You're bringing up how they are reacting and responding in the relationship or the marriage. You know that something's wrong, something is off, and you have to sit down and talk to them about it, but they don't want to do that. And at the end of the conversation, you end up apologizing. You end up being the one to feel guilty. And then they would take that very thing and turn it around on you and say something is wrong with you. And that, see, it's your fault. You just apologized the other day again for the thing that you've done to me. And so all of this is your fault. And you know inside your heart, you know in your heart that you didn't do this. You know in your heart that this is all a lie. But because we are empathic, because we're empathic, because we're loving and kind, and we rather just take the responsibility for the situation just to move on, because we want things to be perfect. We want the narcissist to be the man or woman that we want them to be. We want them to go back to loving us and treating us good, what we think is good. We had got so used to the abuse and the projection and the manipulation and the gaslighting, you know, and the push-pull and the trauma bond that we have with these people and the soul tie, that we have been prone to accept the abuse as love, and it's not love. And some of us now, even though we're away from the narcissist now, you still find yourself taking responsibility for stuff that you didn't do, even with your family and friends and situations, even at your job. You just take responsibility for it because we have been groomed that way. But you have to ask God to help you not to do these things anymore, because we've been groomed by the narcissist to just accept everything just to try to make things go back to normal when there was never a normal. With the narcissist, there's never a normal. The narcissist is like a bucket with a hole in it. You're wasting your time loving them. You're wasting your time trying to work things out, because you have to remember, they don't love you anyway. They love themselves. They only with you in a relationship just to get what they can from you. It's something about you or something that you have that narcissist want. It could be money. It could be fame. You might have a good voice to sing. You might have a big position in the world. They want to rub shoulders with the big wigs. It's something about you. That narcissist never love you. But with the love bombing that you get from the narcissist, you think it's really love. And they're laughing because they know that they're manipulating you. They know they're tricking you. They know that they had to manipulate you to be in a relationship with them. That's why they go through so much supply. And the new supply thinks that narcissist truly, really love them. But what it is that the narcissists love what you're giving them. They love what you're doing for them. They love the cooking and the sex and the attention, and that they have someone to suck dry. They have someone they can manipulate that don't know who they really are. And that's why they discarded the last supply, because the last supply woke up and they understand who they are. So they had to get rid of them and run a smear campaign on them so nobody believe what they're saying. So they go to the next victim. So the new supply is just the next victim that don't know the narcissist for who he or she really is, because they're so blinded by the love bombing. And they soon will start to do the same thing that you're doing, accept faults for things that they didn't do. They're going to find out that they're always stressed out, they're agitated, and the narcissist is very boring. They're very boring people. So when you find yourself, and I know some of you all have, put in the description box down below and share with Coach Dizzy about some things that you apologize for with the narcissist when you know it wasn't your fault. And you went through the whole entire relationship like this. And at the end of everything, they still discarded you, or you ended up discarding them. But most of the time, they discard us. They use you up and throw you away like a piece of trash that they never even knew. And so with that being said, I know it hurts, but believe me, it's a blessing in disguise. If I'd have known I would have had this much peace and love and prosperity without this demon being around me, I probably would have left him. But I thank him for discarding me. And I know he's probably watching these videos, trying to find out what's going on, but he knows who he is. He knows. I don't have to say a name, and I won't say a name. He knows exactly who he is. He is a demonic, controlling spirit, and a Jezebel spirit, a boring spirit, a manipulative spirit, a jealous spirit, a horrible spirit. And so with that being said, you all just continue to understand that stop taking blame for stuff you didn't do. It's okay to let them know that it's their fault. It's not your fault. It's their fault. And if they don't own up to it, that's okay. You walk away from that. And any relationship that you get in where a person cannot accept the fact when they're wrong, they won't admit when they're wrong, they won't treat you like they're supposed to treat you in a relationship or a marriage, then you get rid of that person. You get out of that situation, because they will never own up to what they're supposed to do. They'll never own up to it, and they will use you, manipulate you, gaslight you, control you, run you crazy. You end up losing your mind, stressing yourself out trying to be with somebody. They don't care nothing about you. So Coach D just want to let you know that you stay positive. You ask God to continue to bless you, to help you get through this thing. I know it's hard, but you will get through it. We all will get through it together. And that's why Coach Liz is here for you. So if you want coaching, contact me at warriorqueen.55@yahoo.com. And please leave your phone number, your name, and where you are from. Some of you all are still just sending me emails without giving me your information so I can contact you. So please put your name, where you are from, and your phone number. Coach Liz will get back with you as soon as possible. Don't forget to book your rooms for the conference coming up in July 22nd to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. If you need more information about that, we're still going to be posting the flyer, but I've been talking about it in every video. You can always email me again at warriorqueen.55@yahoo.com for more information about the conference. And you can also go on the community tab and the information there as well. So God bless you. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, stop accepting abuse. Stop allowing these people to use you, and stop apologizing for things you know that you never done. So God loves you. Stay blessed. Until the next video, guys. Have a good day.